Hey everyone, welcome to the third video in my PyGame tutorial series. Throughout the course, you'll learn important game development skills and how to utilize them with PyGame. This is Lesson 2, Using Surfaces. Surfaces is the most important concept in PyGame. You can think of a surface as a blank piece of paper. You can draw shapes, lines, and images onto surfaces, resize them, fill them with a color, but most importantly, you can draw surfaces onto other surfaces. The window object you created last lesson is special, in that it's the only surface the user can see. It doesn't matter how many surfaces you create or what you do with them. The user won't be able to see any of the surfaces until you draw them onto the window. To create a surface, use pygame.surface. Just like the window, a surface class takes a tuple containing the desired dimensions. Let's draw some shapes onto this surface, then show it on the screen. PyGame has many functions for basic shapes and lines, but the three most useful ones are rect, circle, and line. Each of these functions takes a surface and color as the first two parameters. The surface given is a surface that will be drawn on. Remember, functions in PyGame can take RGB or hex values for color. The last parts of these functions are each unique. Rect takes a tuple containing an x position, y position, width, and height. Circle takes a coordinate and a radius. Line takes a starting point and an ending point. Now I want to draw a red circle onto my surface. This line of code will draw the center of the circle at 8080 on my surface. If we run the file, nothing shows up, but there's no error message either, so what's wrong? Well, remember that the only surface the user can see is the window, so we have to draw my surface onto the window surface. Do this with the blip method. The surface that the blip method is being called from is the surface that will be drawn on. In this case, we'll call the blip method from the window object. Pass the surface you want to draw as the first parameter, and then a coordinate. Now that you're familiar with surfaces, here are some other methods that you'll end up using quite often. Fill will fill your entire surface with the given color. GetSize will return a tuple containing the surface dimensions. GetWidth and GetHeight will return only their respective lengths. Lastly, setAlpha takes an alpha value and will make your surface transparent. The alpha value can range from 0, which is completely transparent, to 255, which is opaque. That concludes this lesson. Make sure you understand surfaces, as they're very important. Feel free to rewatch the video or do some research online if you're still confused. The next lesson will be handling events.